Svetlana Aitbayeva, contestant number 8, and Mrs. Agva appears on stage.
Svetlana Aitbayeva's biography is the life story of a wise woman, a talented singer and a true daughter of her people. Svetlana's work is of particular interest to Dimash'S fans. The Aitbayeva family is rich in talent. Svetlana herself is a wonderful singer, a successful stage performer and beloved by many, and an honored cultural figure of Kazakhstan. One interesting fact about her biography is that she won the 2011 Mrs. Kazakhstan qualifying round in Oktября.
Svetlana Aitbayeva, a performer under the name Mrs. Oktober, appears on stage.
Svetlana admits that she began preparing for the competition at the last minute. She says, "I was busy filming the musical film Astana on Octal, dedicated to the capital's birthday. The sports dancing and fashion show presented some minor difficulties, but the rest was quite routine. My children helped me a lot. They prepared for the Vazenvize Svobodnym, everyone from their childhood competition. For my 4-year-old son, it was his stage debut," Svetlana recalls.
All know that a family is a small state and a state is a large family. This year, our large family and my small state are celebrating an anniversary. 20 years of our country's independence and 20 years of my happy independence. I look forward to your congratulations.
For Svetlana Aitbayeva, the secret to her unfathomable beauty and youth lies in a good and a beautiful song to which she has dedicated her life. An honored artist of the Republic of Kazakhstan, a singer with the Oktyabrsky Regional Philharmonic and artistic director of the Children's Studio, says AZ. She has been happily practicing for many years. Together with her husband, she is raising 2 sons and a daughter. Svetlana devotes her rare free time to sports, swimming, reading, sewing, and knitting. Svetlana strives for the ideal family as expressed in folk wisdom. A family is worthy of admiration, one in which the mother is respected, the daughter is cherished, and the daughter-in-law is valued.
I can feel the festive atmosphere. It seems to me that we've come for some kind of big holiday show. Okay. And yes, everyone is so friendly. Yes, the organizers. Thank you all.
Dimash'S belongings are going under the hammer. The Kazakh performer's suit was sold at auction in China for almost 160,000 when was won. That's more than 7 million Nesha. After his performance, Dimash'S donated his outfit to an online portal in Shanghai, and they put it up for auction. During the first stage of the ASN 2017 competition, Dimash'S performed the French song Signal SOS. Chinese stylists matched the lyrics to the song's black robe in retro style. It was this jacket that was auctioned off in China. The portal's managers will donate the proceeds to charity. The item sold at auction was a double-breasted, wide-leg suit with wide, cropped trousers. The color scheme was blueberry and black. Such clothing was fashionable in Europe in the 1930s and is now considered high fashion. Given his model-like looks, finding an outfit for Dimash'S is easy, say stylists. June 29th, during his performance of the final song Swak Streaming Gate at the Arnau concert in Astana, Dimash'S threw his leather jacket to the fans. It went to a member of the Dimash'S Kazakhstan Phantom, a girl named Agira.
At some point, I didn't even understand how it happened, she says as...
Dimash'S jacket was flying to my right, and without thinking, I reached out and jumped a little. I was the first to touch Dimash'S jacket, but the edge of the jacket got caught in a large guy's hand, and he pulled it out of my hand. After a while, when I had lost all hope, the guy returned the jacket to me. My joy knew no bounds. In New York on December 10, 2019, during a concert at one point, Svetlana Aitbayeva threw his signature jacket, which he had been wearing the entire time, from the stage into the crowd. The trophy went to one of our compatriots. However, according to her, she had to really fight for it. A fan from Mexico also laid claim to their idol's jacket. A small scuffle broke out between the girls, which was resolved again only thanks to the actions of security. Ultimately, the jacket was returned to our girl. Later, she offered to sell it for $12,000, but she refused. Does anyone know the story behind the gold jacket Dimash'S gave away on November 19, 2020 in London? Wow. Please share it in the comments. Remember how Dimash spent the entire evening engaging in dialogue with the audience, at one point attempting to teach them Kazakh orekach, and it resonated with the fans. The grateful audience sang along to every tune played on stage. Fans in the fan zone were especially fortunate. During one of these songs, Dimash threw a stage jacket into the crowd, and the Chinese woman who resisted a jacket at the Kremlin concert on March 23, 2019, is carefully guarding her unique gift. She joyfully shared the event on her Instagram page, Yuan Aij.
Dimash'S friends shared an interesting video. This time, Dimash, his friend Aitbayeva, and Svetlana Aitbayeva visited the family of their friend Aitbayeva. We see the warmth and comfort of the home, the hospitality and warmth of the guests. While dinner is being prepared, Dimash, who has been happily playing with the children, puts the baby to bed. We know how much Dimash loves children, and they feel it. So much love and tenderness in this sweet image. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, a festive dish called bejbarmak. We watch Svetlana Aitbayeva explain the traditions of preparing this dish. It is customary for the older generation to pass on the history and traditions of preparing national dishes to the younger generation. The nape.
It is served to the guest of honor. The ears are given to the children, the palate. The nape, the palate, the kelgi. There were old people, and they must catch this. I'd like to tell you a little about how the main dish for a festive table is prepared. It's called beshbarmak. I think many, if not everyone, knows about it. If you're visiting a Kazakh family and their table isn't just delicious and rich, but the main dish is a real traditional beshbarmak, you're highly respected and valued as a guest. And the ram's head is the most important feature. After all, they slaughtered a whole ram for you. And if someone tells you that beshbark is made from minced meat and served on a plate, like they tried, don't believe it, because a real beshbark looks like you see in the photo. It contains only large pieces of kanina and lamb, each of which has its own significance in the dish. The most important part of preparing this dish is the ram's head. The finished head is served on a separate plate. The guest of honor tastes a piece of meat and then begins to distribute it among everyone present. They share only one half of the head, while the other half remains for the host. Eyes are shared between venerable elders, so they can see and greet each other from afar. The youngest in the family are given ears, so they can listen to their elders. The scruff of the neck reaches the most receptive to the table. Pilates are given to young people with good musical talent and those who aspire to become great singers. Pieces of the corners of the mouth are distributed among seated guests, so they will always smile and enjoy life. I don't know about you, but I find this tradition very interesting. After all, not every cuisine has dishes that are steeped in deep traditions and even rules for how to eat them. Svetlana Aitbayeva talks about such an interesting tradition. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and use the bell to stay up to date with new videos.